If you think about it, XRP's price seems to be set by someone. A lot of people agree with you. We're also going to look into what might be keeping the price of XRP where it is. I'd like to talk about this now that Jake Claver has this movie and a whole thread about it. Let's watch the movie first to get a better idea of what Jake is thinking about why the price is staying the same. In the short term, having a lot of dark pools in crypto is both good and bad. They can hide price increases, which slows down the market, but in the long term, they make things better. The supply goes down because of an unseen buildup, and when the dam breaks, there is a big move to the top that not many people are ready for. Let's talk about that. As you look at the markets, you may be wondering why crypto prices aren't going through the roof. Prices feel stuck, even though there is a lot of news and acceptance. Today, I'm going to show you why dark pools are working to keep prices low right now, and why one of the biggest price explosions we've ever seen will happen when they break. What does a dark pool mean? If you want to buy $500 million, 0 cents worth of XRP before the market does, that's where the dark pools are. Dark pools are secret areas where big trades happen instead of on a public market. Institutions use them to keep the market from changing and to avoid fear of missing out, FOMO. It's a lot like buying without being seen. Trades are only made in dark pools. The smart money builds up in silence right now. Their book is in dark pools. Many institutions are getting into crypto, but they need the safety and speed of these dark pools to do it the way they want to. These services are now available to business clients from Connex, Us.Thankx, and Kraken. There are also some other cool things going on, like the Ren protocol, which is making decentralized versions of these dark pools right now. These are the people who are coming in. Hedge funds, family offices, and even countries can buy things without making the price go up or down and making everyone run after them. They want to keep buying at these prices before things really move here to get power. In the stock market, people who buy a lot can be seen and they drive up prices. People who want to buy, on the other hand, are hidden in dark ponds. In this market, prices stay the same, which is what we're seeing now. It's not exciting for retail investors, and there's no fear of missing out, FOMO. Instead, many other people, including retail investors and banks, buy. Prices may be held back a lot right now, but the price movement doesn't seem to be moving. This means that stores will be angry and some people will sell in crypto. This is when people lose hope and move on to the next thing, even if they are sure of what they believe. What's about to happen might surprise you. Our pools are getting a lot of bad press and negative views right now, but I'm going to tell you why they'll be great for people who can use them. They can hang out and enjoy the benefits. When they flip the switch, there will be a vertical liftoff, and people who are waiting will quickly run out of money. These groups are quietly building up, which means that it takes money out of the public markets at some point. There will be more demand than supply on the exchanges, so prices will have to change quickly. There will be a shock to the supply, and prices will have to go up by 2, 3, or 5 times if there are no buyers. Dark pool accumulation is a delayed mechanism that will keep buying. If you think about crypto's future based on what you see on platforms right now, you're wrong. These dark pools are where the real buying happens, so stay calm and don't rush to buy it at $10 0 cents when you could have gotten it for $50 0 cents when the dam breaks. That's great. There are more dark pools now than ever before. I love Twitter. A rise in dark pools and crypto is kind of a double-edged sword. He pretty much said everything in this thread that he said in this video. I'll put a link to the post at the end of this description. Please read this. Feel free to read it all again if you want to, but I don't want to waste your time. I still wanted you to take a look at this because it looks interesting. The rules in the EU will not have an effect on Bitcoin or Ethereum. MiCA will not cover all crypto assets, according to a speech from the Central Bank of Ireland. Some of the most well-known crypto assets like Bitcoin and Ethereum are not regulated because they don't have a clear owner. This means that Bitcoin and Ethereum will not be in line with MiCA's rules, which is why I wanted to look at this paper. I found this paper and what was said here to be confusing. Just so you know, here is the paper with everything that was said. I believed what this person said, so I asked, is this true? Is this information correct? Yes, according to the papers and sources, Bitcoin and Ethereum will not be covered by the EU markets in crypto or Mecca because they do not have a clear issuer. Well, this is because they do not have a clear issuer, as stated in Mary Elizabeth McMahon's speech as Deputy Governor of the Central Bank of Ireland. Some of the most popular crypto assets like Bitcoin and Ether won't be regulated because they don't have a clear issuer. Read more about the speech here. You don't have to take this too seriously, but I did make sure it passed because I wanted to see what assets would be looked at. It says XRP below, so let's do that. Legal reports and crypto news sites have confirmed what the Deputy Governor of the Central Bank of Ireland said in public, that Bitcoin and Ethereum are not covered. This is very true. Mike is meant to keep an eye on crypto assets that don't have a clear owner or company behind them. Some decentralized assets like Bitcoin and Ethereum are not affected by this. Mike is the EU's full plan for controlling crypto assets. It's also meant to cover tokens with clear owners like stablecoins or tokens released by companies like XRP and Ripple. Michael doesn't talk about Bitcoin and Ethereum because they are decentralized networks without a central authority that creates new coins. It was really cool to see that this has been in Michael's language so they've been thinking about this for a long time. It doesn't look like Bitcoin and Ethereum will be added when they pass this. That doesn't look like it will hurt Bitcoin and Ethereum in the EU, where people are still betting by them. I'm sure, but it looks like XRP is the only major token that banks can use for business purposes. Remember that Bitcoin and Ether aren't on the list of the top 10 tokens because, according to Mika's rule, Tether isn't allowed in the European Union. What do you have? You have BNB and XRP. I don't know which European central bank will trust more, XRP or BNB. For me, that's a pretty simple question. I think it's XRP because they work with software companies. The ecosystem that supports XRP can now be used by financial companies. I don't think people really understand how important Volante, Teos, Earthport, and Finastra are until we talk about them. I wanted to make you aware of all these names by looking up information about why they are so important. After I kind of gave this information away, it had secondary access to thousands of banks with these 4 connections. You can use Ripple and XRP to join over 1,000 banks around the world. Ripple can add its technology, Ripplet, and sometimes XR,